Congratulations. The follow-up question goes to Gaither. Name the nicknames for the flag.
Old Glory.
Yes?
The Stars and Stripes.
You're correct. Stars and Stripes and Old Glory. Our next question. To become naturalized means an alien takes an oath of allegiance to become a citizen of the United States. The immigrant swears to bear these when required by law. Plant City?
Arms.
Arms, correct. Our next question. To be a pilgrim means you travel to some place. To what better known ship did some of the... Plant City?
Mayflower.
The Mayflower, correct.
Thank God.
Our next question, a short question. Name the founder of Pennsylvania. Gaither.
William Penn.
William Penn called the area Sylvania, which is Latin for words, and then King Charles changed it to Pennsylvania. Another short question. Name the founder of Georgia. Plant City?
James Oglethorpe.
James Oglethorpe. He proposed the settlement of a colony between Carolina and Florida. He proposed the state be colonized with debtors released from the abdominal conditions of England's debtors' prisons. Name the colonial printer who fought to establish freedom of the press after publishing a true story about a corrupt British governor. Plant City?
Payne?
Incorrect. Gaither, question goes to you. No guess? The answer, John Peter Zenger.
Dang it. Zenger v. New York.
Okay, our next question. Which colonial American gained a military reputation at the defeat of General Braddock during the French and Indian War? Plant City?
Anthony Wayne?
No. Gaither.
George Washington.
George Washington, correct. He showed his coolness under fire and then organized the 1st Virginia Regiment, which saw service through the war. Name the Pennsylvanian who wrote and published Poor Richard's Almanac. Plant City?
Ben Franklin.
Ben Franklin, correct. Who is commonly attributed to writing the Constitution of the United States, which established a federal government in America? Plant City?
Madison.
James Madison, correct. The follow-up question goes to you, gentlemen. What else is Madison known for?
The Federalist.
Federalist Papers.
Correct.
And,
He wrote something else. Dang it.
so he was also president?
Correct. He was the 4th president of the United States.
I was talking about something else he wrote.
Okay, our next question is one in which you fill in the blanks. Okay? The first legislative assembly in the colonies, blank, it's there on your screen, convened at the Old Church in blank, Virginia in 1619. A little more than a month later, a Dutch trading vessel arrived. Plant City?
The House of Burgesses convened in the Old Church in Jamestown, Virginia in 1619, and the ship was filled with slaves.
Correct.
Work well.
Our next question is also a fill in the blank. In 1620, the blank left their exile in Holland and returned to blank England. After Plant City?
The Puritans.
And Mayflower.
And they boarded the Mayflower. And they, let's see, hold on. Let's see, the Puritans.
It's Pilgrims, Plymouth.
The Pilgrims.
Plymouth, Mayflower.
Pilgrims, Plymouth, Mayflower.
Return to.
Correct. Pilgrims, Plymouth, and Mayflower. Good job. One other question here is also a fill in the blank. In 1637, another religious dissenter, blank, was banished from Boston for being in direct communication with Abraham. In 1635, groups from Massachusetts, led by the Reverend blank, moved into the valley of the Connecticut River. In 1639, he would be instrumental in drafting blank. It was the first constitution written to create a government.
That one's pretty hard.
Okay, no answers? Okay, the answers are Anne Hutchinson,
Oh. Yes.
Thomas Hooker, and the Fundamental Orders of Connecticut. We're going to switch gears here, and we have a topic called Be True to Your School. And these questions will have to do with Gaither High School. Before we get to those questions, I would like to introduce our representatives from Gaither High School. We will start with James Hogan. James, welcome. James is the valedictorian of this year's class. You're also in the chorus, and you sing,
I sing bass.
and something you enjoy.
I enjoy playing football.
You play football also.
Yes.
Okay, our next representative from Gaither is Maya Lashevich, and she is a senior and originally from Bosnia, and you are going back after graduation
This summer.
to do?
I'm going to be volunteering for the Mine Detection Dog Center for. I'm going to be teaching kids ages 9 to 13 about the dangers associated with landmines and unexploded ordnance with the help of a mine detection dog called Brenda.
Nice. And lastly, we have Zach Spitolnik, who's also a senior, and you're the sports editor
That's right.
of the newspaper. Tell us a little about that.
I have my own column every month. I edit the page, and it's a monthly issue.
And you write about school sports?
No, just any topic that has to deal with sports in general.
Great. Well, thank you for being here. All right, these are our questions about Gaither High School. You ready?
Can we answer these?
Oh, yes, you
Okay.
can answer these also. What year did Gaither High School open its doors for students? I have both the lights are. It's Gaither. Go ahead.
1984.
1984, correct. For whom was Gaither High School named? Plant City.
Bill Gaither.
Incorrect. Gaither?
Vivian Gaither.
Vivian Gaither, a former Hillsborough County principal who served the county for 40 years. In 1999, the school took first place and grand champion awards at an invitational music festival. In what city and state did the festival take place? Plant City?
New Orleans, Louisiana.
Good guess, but not the correct answer. Over to Gaither.
You're in chorus.
James? Look at that. It was Williamsburg, Virginia.
New Orleans sounded good to me.
Sorry, Miss Conley.
You just pull that one out of
Oh yeah.
Okay, our next question. Who was Gaither High School's first principal? Both. Gaither?
Say Ken Adam.
Yes, it was. Ken Adam. All right, we're going to change topics here. And our category now is fat cats. And how much attention do you give to the addition of a presidential cabinet position? During this President of the United States term, the Congress created the Department of Interior. It's a multiple choice question. We're looking for which president did this occur. Your choices are Zachary Taylor, James Polk, Andrew Jackson, or Teddy Roosevelt.
Just guess one.
Gaither?
Andrew Jackson.
Incorrect. Plant City?
Theodore Roosevelt.
Incorrect. The answer was Zachary Taylor. Okay, the follow-up question is open to both teams. Who is the current Secretary of Interior?
Man.
Okay, neither team has the answer. It is Gail Norton. She is the first woman to head this department. All right, this question relates to your understanding of the age of imperialism. The open door policy created by the United States involved nations having equal trading rights in this country. Gaither?
Japan.
Incorrect. Plant City?
China.
China, correct. What are the 3 qualifications for election to the United States Senate? Plant City?
35 years old, natural born citizen, and 14 years residence in the United States.
Incorrect. Gaither? The 3 qualifications for elections to the United States Senate.
It's
35 years old, 14 years living in the state, and
All right.
Taking all
The
time.
answer: lived in the United States 9 years, 30 years old, and residency in the state in which you are elected. Our present score right now, you see on the screen, Plant City has a 7-point lead, 20-13 over Gaither. Our next question. In the United States, this government group must ratify all treaties. Plant City.
Senate.
The Senate, correct. What policy is Monroe known for? Gaither?
Neutrality. And the protection of all countries in the Western Hemisphere.
The Monroe Doctrine out of James, correct. The follow-up question, what did the Monroe Doctrine state was America's position? The follow-up question goes here first.
It states that Europe was not to be involved in affairs in the Americas.
Correct. There are actually three parts.
we wouldn't be involved in anybody else's affairs unless asked to.
Okay.
And we wouldn't attack first. That's the thing.
Let's go.
And they wouldn't attack first. I have to confer with the folks in the studio. Okay, Plant City, we're going to defer to you.
Isolation, neutrality, and free trade. Okay. Isolation, neutrality, and free trade.
Isolation, neutrality, and free trade. Folks in the studio, you're going to have to help me out with this one. Oh, to consider any new colonies or interference with independent countries in the Americas as hostile acts towards the United States.
Sounds like free trade to me.
We'll do that with that question there. All right, let's move on. This president served during the War of 1812, has been named the father of the Constitution. Plant City?
Madison.
James Madison, correct. During the Red Scare, the House Un-American Activities Committee, HUAC, set out to expose the communists.
McCarthy.
No. Would you care that I complete
start
the
over.
question? Okay. During the Red Scare, the House Un-American Activities Committee, HUAC, set out to expose the communists in America. One particular case involved Whittaker Chambers, who claimed Alger Hiss had passed him official documents. Name the HUAC investigator who became famous during the Alger Hiss testimony.
Was that Journal's name?
Arthur Miller.
Schwa.
The answer is Richard Nixon.
Oh, okay.
Sweet.
Richard Nixon. After the War of 1812, the U.S. entered an era of good feelings. Whose presidency?
Jackson.
Plant City?
Monroe.
James Monroe, correct.
Yeah.
It's good being in right.
All right,
Good
now
thing.
we are going to go back to our category, Be True to Your School, and it will involve questions
All right.
about Plant City High School.
All
Let's
right.
meet our representatives here. We'll start with Will Anderson. And Will, you're a senior,
That's correct.
and you also mentioned you're involved in the Technology Student Association, which is...
Well, it's basically kind of a nerd tech club, but I also rock climb and do yoga, and enjoy poetry.
Good. All right, Ryan Napier is sitting to your right. He's a junior, and you're also involved in the marching band.
Yes. Yes, I am.
And you play an instrument, shall I take it?
Yeah, I do.
And you play
The saxophone.
the saxophone. Very well. And you practice on your own. You play other things other than what you play in the marching band.
Sorta, yeah, occasionally.
Okay. Clay Babinger, you're a senior.
Yes.
And whose idea was the dress code for the show?
It's, we got instructions. It was your idea, I think.
My idea?
Oh, your
Somebody from the television
Somebody
station.
from the television
You guys
station.
look very nice. Thank you for being here.
Quite welcome.
Okay, our questions about Plant City High School. Of
Needs
course,
to be
you
right.
can also
I
answer
think that's
these.
when it opened.
In what year did the new Plant City High School open its doors to students? Yes.
72.
1972. Yes. What are Plant City High School's school colors?
Oh,
Plant
boy.
City.
Well, there's a multitude of them. Currently, they're black, silver, and teal. There's also orange, white, and teal.
We're trying to bring back the orange. I don't
got
know.
it.
I don't know if it's official yet, but
Okay. We'll see what happens. What year was the old Plant City High School built? Plant City.
1914.
1914.
busting it out of nowhere.
Now, what calendar did the old high school operate under to allow students to be free in the winter and go to summer school?
The strawberry growing season.
Correct. The strawberry calendar, the policy
Following
changed
it up.
in 56 and 57. We move on to a new category. This one is called the Fab 50. Medicare provides health insurance for the elderly. In 1965, Medicare became law as an amendment to which earlier New Deal program? Gaither.
Social Security.
Dang.
Social Security, correct. This question appeals to sports enthusiasts and civil rights. Jackie Robinson broke the color barrier in 1947 when he joined this. Gaither.
Baseball, the Brooklyn Dodgers.
Brooklyn Dodgers, correct. This Chief Justice of the Supreme Court headed the commission to investigate JFK's assassination. Plant City.
Warren Burger.
Incorrect. Gaither.
Thurgood Marshall.
Incorrect. The answer,
Earl Warren.
Earl Warren.
Yeah, you should have stuck with more.
Yes. A 21-year-old architect student designed this famous Washington, D.C. memorial. Multiple choice. A, the
Vietnam Wall.
Correct.
Yeah.
What event occurred June 6th, 1944? Plant City?
D-Day.
D-Day, correct. Not every American has favored the U.S. policy about going to war. Ezra Pound was indicted for treason for broadcasting enemy propaganda during this war. Plant City?
The First World War.
Incorrect.
The Vietnam
Gaither?
War.
Incorrect. The answer?
Korea.
World War
Two.
II. Yes. Okay, this is a multiple choice question from a new category called County Carousel. The county commissioners have regular meetings at the county center. Their appointed meeting dates include first and third Mondays, second and fourth Tuesdays, first and third Wednesdays, or second and fourth Thursdays.
The Tuesday's answer.
Incorrect. Gaither.
The Thursdays. The second and fourth Thursdays.
Incorrect. The answer is the first and third Wednesdays.
Why did you answer?
Okay, we are going to move on to the lightning round, and we will start with our blue team, which is Plant City. And our question is, list the first 10 amendments.
Ooh.
First 10 minutes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Let's see. First,
Freedom of speech.
that's second.
No, that's first.
That's first, freedom
Okay,
of speech.
all right.
Second is right to bear arms.
Okay,
Third is
Third is
quartering troops.
quartering troops.
okay.
Fourth is
Legend.
oh,
No, it's not. Never mind. Who would know this?
I don't know.
Process.
Due process is number 4.
Team meeting.
5 is oh, we got what? Is there another question after this?
No, this is.
Let's keep going.
this
Okay.
is it.
Okay, we already said due process.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's,
Fifth Amendment is the I plead the Fifth.
Fifth
yeah.
Amendment is that you cannot plead against yourself or spouse. Sixth.
Sixth is something unimportant.
Music's making me nervous.
seriously.
Music makes me nervous.
Wow.
So when do we get to music?
How to
Okay.
how territories become states.
Yep. Sounds like
And
good.
7 is direct election of senators. And 8 is
It's like 20.
prohibition.
10 is schwa.
So is not.
What?
So is not.
And is 9. It's known as the dual schwa clause.
Maybe this is,
That about wraps it up, yeah.
okay. The first 10 amendments, the freedoms, press, speech, assembly, religion, petition. Number 2, right to bear arms. Number 3, no quartering of soldiers in peacetime. Number 4,
good so far.
no illegal searches or seizures. 5, life, liberty, property, pursuit of happiness, double jeopardy. 6, speedy jury trail peers. Number 7, jury for common law cases over $20. 8, no unusual punishment for excessive bail. 9, rights reserved for the people. And 10, rights reserved for the state. We move over to, this is on the tip of your tongue, right?
Yeah.
The
Man.
red team,
gonna think
and
of
you will
that.
actually have 2 questions here in the lightning round. The first is, list the 7 articles in the U.S. Constitution.
You're a constitutional
You
law.
know that. First article establishes a bicameral legislature. President rights,
About elections.
elections.
State rights. Right on.
State rights and we're about out of guesses.
Okay, the 7 articles in the U.S. Constitution, legislative branch, executive branch, judicial branch, full faith and credit. This is the law of the land, amendment process, and 9 states are required to ratify the document before Constitution became the law. And with that, we wrap up this edition of Smarty Pants. Our final score, we want to congratulate the 3 representatives from Plant City High School, Gaither High School. We want to say thank you for being here.
Thank you.
And we also lastly want to thank all of you for watching this edition of Smarty Pants.